strange live stream. I'm going to be eating some sandwiches, and look, long and short of it is, the last live stream ended prematurely and shouldn't have done. I had to move because I was literally freezing. So I just moved to a more warm, scenic location where I can be warm. I can have something to eat, and we will be going to the after party in due course. There will be an after party today, but it's going to be after, if that makes sense. After party means after, so always afterwards. Hello Harriet, hello Plutonium, hello Scott. Scott, you are not first, you're third if anything. So hi Chinooka. Okay, so I don't know what's going on in my world. Why always? Okay, I should be able to say hello, but now I'm cold. Hi everyone, sandwiches. Thanks for joining this rather weird live stream. Camera on a car and a plantation and water. Sandwiches. I'm gonna go and eat them where it's warmer under here. I just wanted to say thanks for turning up for the strange like motorcycle thing. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and to be fair, it's not mine. I mean, I did watch the TC when I first came to Isle of Man, and then it's like, okay, it's same shit every every year. So it's not that super interesting. Oh, I'm not going to get seagulls because I'm inside my car, so I can hide in here, where it's out of the wind basically. Yeah, so you can have a little time lapse of the sky. Not much to say. I did want to say goodbye, and I did want to kind of like make a couple of short announcements, but that's probably not the right time. Have we gone back to the early 2010s? You mean set your clocks back? You're on the Isle of Man, or what? There, Harriet. Snail Kitty yellow, blurry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. If you want, I can troubleshoot it and see what might be the issue. I've got no control on the back of my camera. I do not know. So let me see. I'm gonna have to do it like this. You're all yeah. See, info. Where's the info button? Info button. Cool. All right. Well, fine. The shutter speed's a bit high, to be fair, but there's nothing blurry. Shutter speed's way high. That's like nuts high. Let's go to here. There you go. That's better. We can take the overexposed. Let's go f8. There you are. Oh, hang on. Let's do this. This is better. This might work out better. No, that's working out worse. Let's just stick it on this one. There we go. Yes. No. This is a reservoir. Let me turn info. This is a reservoir. It's a pretty little reservoir. There's no one here. Just a little bit of hillage, and then we have this. And I'm gonna secure you to something. That'll do. There you go. Not much to see, I'm afraid. You have to sort of like talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? But to be fair, it's cloudy, it's overcast, it's miserable is probably a bit of a strong word to use for this sort of thing. I've got tea, nice hot tea, and all is good. And there's nothing here. There's nothing. There is literally nothing here. I mean, I can't see any sign of life at all. There you go. There's bird. Look, and it's gone. just a crow or something, a blackbird, just existing. There's just nothing. I'm not sure what your expectations are when you have streaming services and video games, and this is just nothing. What I was trying to say is the previous stream shouldn't have ended the way that it did. I was just sort of packing up and moving, but obviously I had to literally pack away and move. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted you to know that there was going to be an after party for members, because you know that was in question. If I did the bikes, the motorcycles and stuff, then it was in question. So we can definitely do it. I am there. I'm behind the camera, but I am here. Look. Ah! Yeah, not a lot. But I'll tell you what it is. It's a really nice dark sky site. When it's not cloudy, this is a good spot for the aurora. This is a good spot for the aurora. But there's nothing here. Behind, there is nothing. It's just like that's the best angle, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's nothing. You want description? The clouds. And there's a hill over there. There's water. I'm not. I'm not sure what. See what there isn't. There's no ads. Okay, so ads are off. But other than that, there's. If you look to your left and if you look to your right, you will see basically nothing. To be fair, right? To be fair, these are what's called the uplands. So there's a lot of peat. There's a lot of moss. Generally speaking, not a huge. Oh, that's some structure in the reservoir, Scott. I don't know what it is. It's just like a concrete blob. I couldn't tell you. No, Wendy, there's no pylons. There's no real infrastructure. It's just there's nothing. The uplands is just the uplands. I don't think the uplands are where the most interesting stuff on the Isle of Man is. I think the most interesting stuff on the Isle of Man is actually under the water, under the sea. But I'm biased. But yeah, I mean, the uplands are uplands. It was darkish, not so stormy very night. Is there a guy named Pete Moss? I'm guaranteed there's probably a DJ called Pete Moss. So yeah, there's. I like to say, like, if you look to your left, you will see there are no exits. If you look to your left, you look to your right, you will see that there are no exits. It's the overflow drain. Is it? Clever. There's, by the way, an interesting piece of infrastructure here. There is a 1 megawatt hydro turbine, but it does require draining the reservoir, which is like obviously clean water, and clean water is very necessary for civilization. So you have to pick and choose. Yeah, it is lovely and quiet. I think part of the appeal is noted mostly by the absence of, like, the Isle of Man is incredibly peaceful. My camera keeps going to sleep. But yeah, the Isle of Man's incredibly peaceful and, notable for what it doesn't have rather than what it has, I think, in a lot of places. So yeah, it's peaceful and quiet. If the bikes are ADHD, this is the autism. Yeah, Nikki. There was some really high winds and heavy rain last night, like really, really, really. And some of the cafes on the island stayed open. They stayed open all night long, so that the bikers who were visiting had somewhere to retreat to that wasn't a tent. So typical. Some of the tourist bikers do stay in people's homes, but typically they like to camp. And yeah, on a nice day, camping's great. This is like camping, right? This is pretty. But on a bad day, camping is very, very bad. It is so peaceful. The camera is sleepy. It is very EP. Nice sunset, by the way, over here. Sorry, it's a bit like you have to ump the contrast yourself. You have to kind of squint a bit. But in reality, that is prettier than it looks. Flipping Joby Gorilla Pod. Yeah, it's pretty view. So yeah, last night, the cafes around the island, many of them stayed open. So the bikers had somewhere to retreat to, and I'm going to assume they were serving drinks and that during that time and whatever. That's much better for them, there is a good community spirit here. Yeah, talking of frogs on flying lily pads, that actually was one of the questions I cut out from the questions and answers from the internet video. I found that question a lot online. Nina found the questions originally, but the questions, if you're looking up autism questions, the flying frog thing happens a lot. They're not frogs, they're toads. First of all. Yes, indeed. The book is Tuesday by David. No, Tuesday. Hang on. The book's called Tuesday. We should read it on a Tuesday. The Flying Frog book. We should do a stream and read the book and make up stories. Everyone can make up a different line of the story, and we can create the ultimate solution to that storybook. But yeah, it's I don't know. Linda, hello from Norway. On a cruise ship. Welcome. Yeah, so this is so the stream is, if I do this, then at least you've got something to see, right? I still haven't started my sandwiches yet, so I'm going to eat some sandwich. But yeah, I think we should do the Tuesday Wisner book. I don't know. Part of me knows that if we start doing the Tuesday Wisner book, I know there's going to be a load of pissed off ADOS, running psychologists, diagnosticians. Keep sleeping camera. Let me see if I can turn the sleep off. Yeah, just give me a sec. Let's see if I can make it not sleep. Because I think I possibly can. Standby. Nope. Auto power off. Nope. Hang on. Let me just see if I can make it not sleep. If I turn Canon C-Log off, that will actually make it look a little bit prettier for you. And then if I go with... hang on. There's so many menu options. One of these menu options is going to be the right one. Yeah. Like, it shouldn't go into standby at all. Although the solution is probably to give it a bit of power. So if I give it a bit of power, it might not go into standby mode. There is that option too. The only Norwegian I know is hello, Moomintroll, as this American. Oh, Max has an appointment on 30th of June. Amazing. That's really good. I was going to say come around quick, but it's taken a while. Yeah, the Frog Toad book. I am not a fan of that. That's not. Yeah, I don't think that's where it's at. Right, give me a sec. I have to be really careful what I do at the minute. Copyright reasons. Hang on. I don't want to get into a copyright issue here. Hang on 1 second. Got to do this. Okay, that's better. Nice. Yeah, make it not too loud. Okay, hopefully that level is good. I didn't get the book either with lily pads. I didn't. Do you know what I did do? I took in my Matchbox cars and said, "Do you want me to make up a story about these?" I took them in. They laughed. I said with the Matchbox cars, I said, "You want me to play with these? We'll line them up for you." Sorry, everyone. Welcome back, TJ. Yeah, try not to, Helen. Breathe, Mike. Did anyone see Jen neurodivergence short on holding your breath? Because I do that all the time. Yeah, breathing is weird. Charlie, today a medic came to my house to take my blood and asked a bunch of questions. She asked if I did drugs. This is not that cool. That's funny. Scott, you are now all breathing manually. Yeah. Breathing is now a system. What is it? System one? System two? It's now a system 1 task for you all. You're now all conscious of your breathing and haven't been all day, and now you are. Yeah, it's just a fun little short that Jen posted, and if you haven't seen it and you go there and you leave a comment, I'm just saying if. You could say that I sent you. You could say that your sister cat sent their regards. I don't know, I'm just giving you suggestions for things to say. You don't have to. We are pals already. It's not. It would just be for trolling purposes. Life is too short to do things properly. Richard, interesting. The chat is getting a bit cursed right now. Psychic damage. The wife is too short. No. Life is too. Ah. Look, guys, you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is, if I look at the YouTube stats of these live streams, it'll show people unsubscribing. It's not the right way to do YouTube. Mike is warm. Mike is really warm. Oh, I had tingles. I still have tingles in my hands and my fingers. Another thing, guess what? The wind has died down. It was cold just for me. And a bunch of other people. Yeah. So I often do anti-YouTube. Hang on. Evidence of sandwich consumption. Yep. I have consumed sandwiches and cookies times 2. They are still cookies, even though they're actually just biscuits. Hello, everybody. How are you? Yeah. So here's the thing. People unsub on my streams. To be fair, sometimes people do join Patreon. I think that's probably fair. But, like, YouTube is not keen. Or, well, I don't know, people, I guess. I don't know. Like, doing a YouTube means not the sort of shit that I do. I'm very, I think random is the wrong word to use. I think I'm quite predictable, actually. Hey Hey, Layla. Camera lens not autistic, it's deliberately searching eye contact. I love that. I'm going to think of that every single time. Yeah. Nina's packed me off with other food as well. I've got loads of food. I'm not going to sit here and like eat all the food. There's like more food than I need. It's like Nina has packed me some food for everybody to have. So you can order food as well. It's like, yeah, I'm not going and meeting like hundreds of people. What's going on? The Sunset Sky looks way nice and way nicer than it does on the camera. The camera's worse quality. God, I don't think. Sorry, that's my zip. I'm just playing with zip. So, like, how do I describe it? I don't know. So anyway, this is the stream. I'm sure some folks have been unhappy with the last one. I did start early too. It started at about 6 p.m. and the roads are open now, so I'll be able to get home. Thanks for tuning in, Barry. Picnic rules. Everyone bring enough for everyone. You end up with a medieval feast. Yeah. Oh, we're back onto the toads and frogs thing. So, like, the interesting thing there is the basis by which they use that book. I mean, it's nice, and the idea is about imagination, and it's like a talking point for a diagnostic interview. But I think the DISCO, which is the diagnostic, I've forgotten the acronym, the DISCO, DISCO diagnostic interview, as developed by Lorna Wing and Judith Gould, I think, is better. That's much better than I think ADOS is. Oh, Pardalo, if you watch the last stream, of which this should still be a continuation of that, you'll see it was motorcycle racing. I don't think it qualifies for Tea and Tales, Charlie. I think it's I think it should just be just a Tuesday book. I did DISCO, only took 2 hours. Yeah, that's fine. Hydra secretly owns Elgato, Saber Suit. Yeah. You better believe it. And to be fair, you can have the diagnostic interview kind of it can be sort of informed. It doesn't have to follow these rules necessarily strictly. But yeah, the ADOS modules are a bit weird. I don't know. I'm not saying like, oh, it's not valid or whatever. I'm just saying they're a bit bizarre. I know they're validated, but validated with what? I'll say hi to you on the video if I can. Let's see if I can put a second camera on. This might look weird. This might look weird. It's going to look weird. Okay? It's going to look weird? We all agree it's going to look weird? Hi! It looks weird. Oh, hang on. I need to put myself on. How do I do it? Hi, everyone. It looks weird, right? Hi, I'm here. I'm down here in the bottom corner. I'm down here in this little tiny little square. The DISCO interview is. I could probably just do that because I don't want to max it. I like the chat overlay too. It's easier for me to read. Juju, yeah, 42 people and only 20 likes. I mean, you need to smash that like button like it's bad ABA therapist. Do you know what I mean? Like, smack that like button like it's a bad ABA therapist. Do you know what I mean? Like, just pow. You can smack it as many times as you like, but it has to be an odd number of times. You do that for me? You can't do it an even number of times. Don't ask me why. Them's the rules of the universe. I don't. It's only odd numbers of times. Tears of the Kingdom is great. I have not played it much. But that's okay. I'm not in a rush. I can be slow. So much abuse for the like button. I love this song. It's become like operant conditioning. Well, Lorax, I mean, Charlie was saying where did it come from, and it's like, well, it came from Epidemic Sounds. I mean, well, it's come from a few places, but I'm still wearing a microphone, by the way. I need to probably take that off. Because I'm not using it right now. Oof. Looking for my stuff. Oh, it's in the back. You can just sit there. I'll remember it. Of course I will. Not sure I will. I always like your videos and streams. Thank you very much, Layla. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do try. I do try. Let's make a run of this content thing. I have to now, by the way. I have to. Well, anyway, I licensed it from Epidemic, but it's available on Spotify. I'm currently playing Spotify right now, as we speak. In fact, talking of music, did you guys see? This is a bit random. Did you ever see the yodel?
Hi, baby.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la.
Yeah. Did you ever see that? That was the Christmas yodeler one. I can't even remember what I have played that. What was the purpose of it? There was a purpose, and I can't remember what it was. If you are watching this, you might remember. We could do cat yodeling for other seasons. Nice vibrato. Thank you very much, Peter. I'm glad you noticed. The way you get the vibrato is you descend the cat, just not much, just about an inch or so. And then you can kind of play, the vibrato was all me. I mean, look, the sounds were Hydra, but the vibrato, yours truly. I'd love to see the behind the scenes of that. What, you mean the Hydra yodeling? There is no behind the scenes. That was literally it. Like, I literally just before the stream just hit record and just did that yodel. The only thing it has in it that isn't there is just like cuts. Cat yodeling for Pride Month. Yeah, totally. We should. Yeah, okay. Name the song. I have to be able to license it. I saw in the chat briefly someone mentioned Automaton cat. Someone mentioned about the telling stories, and is there a risk of it or something? Oh, there you go, Nikki Bishop. I did an ADHD assessment. I've got no ADHD. Is a storytelling task as part of this assessment? No, I didn't have to do it, and no, there isn't. No, storytelling is not part of an autism assessment. However, it can be if the diagnostician is using ADOS module 4. I think it's 4, module 4, which is kind of for children. I suppose you can use it on adults. I suppose it's adolescents as well. I suppose they can use it, and it means stuff to them. I suppose from a non-technical perspective and from a layperson's perspective, yes, it means something, because see what happens. I mean, I think it could be interesting. How does a subject perform while given this task to do? Like, what do they do? I think it could be interesting. I think it could tick a few boxes. It could, but I don't think it's very rigorous. I mean, you know, or necessary particularly. You know, it's a bit, you know, and it is a bit odd. That's why I showed my Matchbox cars. I'm like, I've got these. Do you want them in model name order? Do you want them in color order? Do you want me to line them up? Do you want me to play with them? And then, you know, and then I got a laugh, and then I said something like, I don't have any matchsticks, I'm afraid, so you'll have to provide those if you want me to play with them for you. How do you think the frog feels? Did you actually have to do the frog book, Jansen? Did you get a frog book? It's explain how to brush your teeth is a possible task. Yeah, the idea behind that one is the autistic people break things down into steps or whatever. I don't think many people put much stock into it, but I don't know. I mean, look, ADOS works. It works. So trust the method. You know, like ADOS, it is a thing. So, you know, stop going to sleep. You don't need to sleep. You've got a big well, not a big battery, but you know, it's full enough. My brain thinks I'm 25. My body thinks my brain's an idiot. Yeah, well. Yeah, sunset is sunsetting. It's actually gone sort of over there now, so it's more. Pikes Peak Pride Parade Festival is a week from now. It's a big one, isn't it? If I recall correctly. I had a storybook and objects to play with. Yeah, how did you manage that? I'm super curious. Aurora Cure for me would work for Pride. It's inspired as an anti-conversion therapy song. All this stuff I want to remember. You're all going to have to tell me about it. I kissed a girl, and did you like it? Or was it just sort of cherry chapstick, something or other? Like, we have Pride weekend in August for some reason. I always wonder, like, Pride, okay. Like, this is my hot take, my gut speaking. You don't want to hear my gut speaking, so I'll use my mouth instead. And just say, like, Pride festivals and Pride events, I've never seen a big one, right? Well, are they not potentially very overstimulating? In maybe, like, the wrong ways? No? Fire engines and I don't know. I'm just pulling shit out of my head. I don't know what I'm talking about. I actually don't know what I'm talking about. You know, but I do think that there's possibly an overlap of neurodivergence and Pride. I don't know. But then again, I wouldn't want to say like low hue, low saturation month. I don't, you know. Meg, oh, so deja vu. You've done a live stream like this before, Mike. What do you mean? Outdoors, yes. Sitting in a car, no. I don't think so. Sorry, I don't know how to stop it sleeping. I have to, but I'll notice it and I'll press the button and wake it up again. 100% need more autism friendly private events. Yeah, I mean, like music can be, they can be overstimulating. There's also a lot of unmasked neurodivergence and why is that rattling? Pride parades can be very interesting. Minimalist pride parade. Yeah, I just wonder. I don't know. I like happiness and I like happy stuff. And TJ marched in last year's parade, which was pretty cool. Were you marching with a bass guitar? Yes, there are very stimulating. Have you done a live stream of a sunset before? Yeah, I have. I mean, the Aurora live stream I did was a live stream of the sunset. And then the Aurora, which wasn't there. And then, holy crap, it's there. So yeah, this is a great place to see the Aurora, but not right now. It's cloudy, but you know, not all cloudy. It's like gaps. Anti-conversion therapy song. Eek, yeah. Aurora, Cure for Me. I do know that song. I can't play it now because it's an after party thing. I could play it in an after party, no problem. But like, yeah, if I do it now, YouTube will. Someone threw garlic budgets to me from a float. I was marching, spinning my rainbow juggling sticks. Amazing. I think I could go if I went with someone, but all my friends are online. Well, you say that, Charlie, but they're kind of all around you. They are literally all around you. They are like literally all around you. From a compass bearing perspective, as opposed to in your house kind of perspective. They're all around you. They're under your bed. No, they're like literally like compass bearings all around you. You mentioned having an autistic meetup in Colorado. How serious are you about that? Yeah, pretty serious. I think Colorado is. I have the benefit. I don't know where everyone is. Okay, to be frank, I don't. But I do know from the people that have signed up to Patreon and provided, you know, a state, for example, and it's like, okay, cool, that's interesting. So there's an awful lot of people around Colorado, in and around Colorado, like a lot of people in and around Colorado. Meet up if you like. And you're being stalked? Are you serious, PR? Is this a joke? Yeah, because Colorado is pretty cool. Boulder, Colorado. Was that Yasmin where Comedy lives? Yeah. The autistic cats are everywhere. In fact, I say we like to say, but I say it all the damn time, which is the sun never sets on the autistic cats. And quite literally, the sun is setting right now. The sun is literally setting here, but I mean, it's rising for some of you. You know, it's morning for some of you, it's evening for some of you, it's afternoon for some of you, so we're having lunch. I mean, you know, come on. Specifically, I need to check that auto mod. You're all Joel Goldberg coming to hydrate caps. Hey, 1 second. I have a hydrate cap. So this is the look. this is the goal look. This is the some of you will understand if you've watched You on Netflix. And then Joe looks like this. Looks like this. And he's very Joe is like this. Hydrate caps are available in the merch store. Any caps are available. Any cap could be a hydrate cap if you wish, but this one is available on the merch store. Link in the description, etc. Yeah. So what I was saying is, hello Neil, how are you? How's it going? How's it going over there? Yeah. So what I was saying is, Colorado is pretty central for a great deal of people in northern US, and obviously the UK is more convenient for me. So yeah, at some point, yes, it'll happen. I may or may not have been pricing up flights. But yeah, it's probably if the channel grows, blah blah blah. Do you find that show slightly disturbing? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the show is very disturbing, and kind of funny. It is fiction. You know, we have to say it is fictional show. It's not real. Hang on, make myself bigger. Whoa, that's really big. I don't like that at all. I would be bigger if the chat was off the screen. But there you go. NY Finger Lakes, we have wine. I think I need to put a poll up. Put a poll up and see. But yeah, at some point, at some point I will go on the road and take this show on the road. Charlie and me were having a chat. I can do fictional crime. It's no problem. But then again, I don't like sort of animals being hurt, or cats, or whatever. I found the game Stray beautiful and incredibly hard to get through. Spoiler alert: it's fine if you want to play Stray, but it's quite dystopian, and you know, it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster. But you know, it's okay in the end, etc. Blah blah blah. But you know, it is actually genuinely quite an emotional game. And what else was there? Oh, Flow, the animation of Flow. Yes, it's been mentioned in the Discord that it's potentially upsetting, but okay in the end. But still, again, one of those emotional roller coasters, which I just have to have enough energy for. There's another animation called Okja, which I don't think I'll watch that. And these things are all fictional, but kind of play with your emotions a bit. And I don't know. I don't know. Stray is boring. Come on, man. You can scratch shit. You can purr. You can meow at like robot-y things. Yeah, so watching Flow is on my list. Stray I enjoyed. Autistic Knock Alien, pizza sounds delicious right now. I'd love pizza right now. I might have to, I don't know. I've had sandwiches. I'm not that hungry now. I'm just greedy. Yeah, play Stray because cats, but also play Stray because you like post-apocalyptic, Japanese art style. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's not. It's not a night. Oh, it is a nice game. It's just press Y to honk. I will always play Untitled Goose Game. Untitled Goose Game is amazing for all of you. Journey, Flower, great games. Yep. One with the birds and the fish, the four lovers swim together or fly all over the ocean. Beautiful. Yeah. You might like, if you're into VR stuff, there's Eagle Flight. It's a bit old now. It's a PSVR game. That's beautiful. Charlie, maybe it's to do with agency. I don't know. I'm the same. I mean, figure it out in yourself and then tell me what the answer is, and then I'll see if it applies to me too. Basically, you guys do the work, and I'll just exist. What the other one that's kind of cute, but Big Kitty Little City. If any of you played that, I streamed it. Big Kitty Little City, and that's a very cartoony, anime-ish, massive eyes kind of art style. You play a cat in a Japanese city, and you can kind of like make people fall over and steal their sandwiches, and there's loads of unlocks and puzzle games. I have not finished Big Kitty Little City. Big City Little Kitty, I don't know. One of them's big and one of them's little. You play Jeremy the Developer, nice. Sky Coddle is made by the same. I literally posted stuff in the Discord. I need to kind of catch up. There's so many cool things people have mentioned that I want to remember, but I will not remember them. But such is life with remembering or not remembering. We'll do an after party, but I sort of blame Discord, guys, the Scratchy Post, because I did mention about kind of, should I do this stream? It'll then like potentially mess up the rest of the stuff. People were like, do it if you want to. It's like, I don't even know if I want to, but I want to test the tech. So if I can, if I test the tech and then I can kind of get familiarity with it, then we can use it in other ways. For Sony Melody, the Goose Game is amazing. Cyberpunk is good. I like Keanu Reeves in it. He plays one of the main characters, it's fair to say, non-player characters. Yeah, Keanu's great. I'm just a fan of Keanu Reeves. You're currently looking at a sunset that was. I'll move you around. There you go. Now you're looking at a big, that's a reservoir. There's some sheep over there. I don't know where. I can actually zoom in, but yeah, it's that's what you're looking at, just the sky, and the camera is wonky, sorry. It's on a JB Gorilla Pod. Tech test went well, especially the battery switch. Thanks, Juju. I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah, I was like, Hey, come on. I can do this. Switch. Ka-clunk, ka-clunk. Phantom Liberty. Okie dokie. It reminds me of Phantom Menace. That's one of the MGS games I haven't played. So right now, I just like to get really, really baked and run around the plains of Whiterun, harassing giants and mammoths. The entry of Skyrim, the starting area. They're not a gamer currently. There's some lovely. There are some lovely games out there, which I don't know if they even Kenwing. Yeah. Cumberbatch. Kenedict's Bumberdatch can't say penguin. Yeah, you know, honestly, there are so many different games. A lot of the games that have been mentioned here are just a variety of super peaceful experiences, all the way through to quite intense kind of games. Stalker I did not enjoy, Jansen. That was too much. It was just too, like, I don't know, difficult is the right term, but like it was just, yeah. Plus it made my PC very upset. Benedict's Bumbercatch. Right. So this is the plan. We are going to do an after party. Normally I say give me 10-15 minutes for a sandwich. That is obviously not what's going to happen because I've had a sandwich and I'm not near home. So the roads are open now, so I'm going to make a move. But I will do this while I pack, because I still have to pack, believe it or not. Not many things. There's 2 mics here. We will do a party, we'll play some games.